Okay, what's up? It is in the midst, you could say, of this Lionsgate time, this portal, this hallway. So, how are you guys experiencing that? How are you feeling? That's kind of the invitation of this time to just sit with yourself and see how you're feeling. Like check in, do some inner reflection time. And also, there's definitely a big ask to refine what's important and to go more in the direction of things that are in alignment with your truth. So anything that's not in alignment feels a lot more uncomfortable. Guess you could say the light is shining on it a little bit harder. So that is one reason why I thought it was a good time to launch the 6-week challenge that you guys have been hearing about from me, is especially to focus in on one's life force energy and what is happening within oneself. We've spent a lot of, actually, it feels like all of this previous cycle has been very external. And not to say that none of us have been going within, but there is definitely a shift right now that is almost like demanding that we take attention inward, because what has already been going on within us is what we've been seeing out there anyway. So we're looking out there in the world, and many of us are saying, oh shit, or what is going on out here? And that's because that's what's been going on inside. And it's been sort of like unchecked, like remaining unchecked, so to speak. Like the subconscious of the all, the collective, and the unconscious minds of generations, and actually the entire previous cycle is what it comes down to. The entire previous cycle is percolating to the surface and can no longer remain within, and instead it's out there. So as we observe what's going on in the world, we can judge it, we can make judgment calls on it and say we don't like it, but a more responsible move is just to turn within and start creating a new reality in here, what we would really like to feel, and decide it is true here first, because this is the cause in here. It's not actually the other way around. It's not stuff is happening out there and that is causing me to feel this way. No. It's actually within is the cause. And out here is the effect. So we're seeing what the effect looks like when not everyone is aware that they're the cause. And so it's okay. It's part of the human evolutionary cycle that we go from not being aware to being aware. It's kind of part of the game here. So welcome to this part of the game that just so happens to be the Lionsgate, and it is a refocusing and a attention putting time on what's important, what matters. And you might not completely know totally what that is yet, but it's hopefully becoming clearer right now. And if you would like it to become even more clear and you aren't sure how to do that, then I would invite you to still join me in the 6-week challenge. I've called it the Confident Connection Challenge, which really covers a lot more than it might sound like it does. Of course, we want more confidence in our connections with our partners. Of course, we do. But what precedes that is a confident connection within ourselves. And that is what we all require. And of course, we can do it on our own. Of course, we each have the capability to do that, but it's not always easy, just like a workout, just like making yourself go to the gym. Sometimes it's good to have some accountability. So if you would like some accountability, then put a comment below that you are interested in joining in, or you can send me an email. And my email is stasiabliss@gmail.com. Otherwise, I hope that you are taking some time this week to be in nature, be in the sun, and turn your consciousness inward and just feel, just notice, just ask yourself the question, like, what do I want? Maybe a better question is, what is being wanted through me? I like to ask myself that. What is being wanted through me? Because our ego mind really likes to have a lot of great ideas, which usually aren't ending up to be that great because we don't have control over everything in the way that we'd like. But if we can ask, what is wanting to be had through me, to be experienced through this form, from the all, from the larger reality system, God, source, love, the wholeness, wants to express something through me and something through you. And if we can just open ourselves to what that is and allow it through, then we can find some really spectacular things happen. And the struggle with not getting it the way that we wanted it can seem not so important. And we realize that we're exactly where we're meant to be. And, people hate it when I say this, but I think there's not really free will. I know that seems like one of the things about Earth, but I actually think we're all connected to one source, something bigger that's evolving through us, and it evolves through us whether we like it or not, and in spite of us, actually. And it's really just the smaller mind that thinks, oh, I'm making this choice, and my ego's deciding, or I'm getting this specific inspiration that is my mission. Like, not really. Not really. Actually, the time that we are trying to get our way is the time we're suffering the most, because we're fighting against this unfolding, magnificent, brilliant love that doesn't really give a damn what you or I think it should look like. It really just is experiencing all the twists and turns and ways that love can experience itself. And some of them are heavy-hearted, and some of them are so pristine and beautiful and awe-inspiring and eyes wide open or jaw-dropping or gut-wrenchingly painful or heavy or shaken to the core. But that's kind of the cool thing. As we move from a duality-based reality into a unity field, we are not leaving duality behind per se, but we are experiencing reality on a spectrum. And we're beginning to recognize that love has a spectrum of experience. And it's not good or bad, it's this way or 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 here or here or here or here or here or here or here, and it's multi-dimensional and it's a fractal, and it could be anything, any which way, any day, and it's magnificent, all of it, if we can just give that to ourselves. And so how do we get in that frame of mind where we can handle that shift from duality to this beautiful spectrum, this artistic life? That's where I feel like just awareness of oneself just begins with awareness of your breath and awareness of the roundness of your face and your presence in this here and now. That's management of self-awareness. And it is part of what makes up the maturation process of our spirits and our being. And it's grow up time. That's what's going on through this lion gate. So if you're feeling it, then put on some little bit bigger shoes and let's go. Thanks for listening, and I hope this has been at least fun.